You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
A nation forged in resilience from the ashes of the 11 years brutal civil war through the shadows of Ebola, COVID-19, and the mudslide. Sierra Leone rises, but the journey is far from over. Governance strain. Youth demand more. Women demand more. 60% in poverty. But what if the solutions lie not in silence, but in dialogue? This is not another talk show. This is State of the Nation, where every voice feels change. From Freetown to Kono, we are turning debate into action. No script, no spin, just Sierra Leoneans rewriting their future together. So we bring you a movement not just to speak, but to be heard. Speak out. All power to account. This is your nation. This is your voice. This is State of the Nation. Only on Liberty TV on Facebook, YouTube, and on www.libertytvonline.com. Every month, the last Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Tune in. The nation is watching.
I think currently I have a thing for Vicky Remo.
Hello viewers, we don't bring different content into you, and we know the tire for make the content there where you like. And now we dey bring fun and shorts with Adri. This na game show also your favorite celebrity, social media influencers, students, and other people to play game they like, truth and shorts, charades, riddles, and other game there where you self go learn from. This content will come to you every Sunday, 9 o'clock na net. Now all the Liberty Online TV social media platforms there.
She chose number one. She's always number one.
Period.
On top.
Period. On top.
Yeah, man.
So not miss out. Join me for laugh with your favorite celebrity and social media influencers there.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. With a stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this Monday morning. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today is Monday, the 16th day of June, 2025. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we will continue the series where we don't start. Also, we will talk to flagbearer aspirants them na political party them, and we still in at the All People's Congress APC party. When at the first we see different people don't they come out say they want for be flagbearer. Well, today at this edition of the program, where they can talk to Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, where they can talk about the roadmap we want for use for achieve this ambition for SECA the 2028 elections.
Well, this and other story them, then at the program for you. Remember, say you yourself for the watch with this morning, go get the opportunity for contribute, ask your question to the number +23274200545, or you can as well text in at the comment section at any of the platform them where they watch with this morning. As well, they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na we website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Well, today in the studio, we get another flag bearer aspirant from the All People's Congress. If people remember, this BNT we don't start series, so they bring different people who don't they show interest, say they want for be flag bearer and also be the leader for the All People's Congress for contest na the next election we suppose for be 2028. Well, this morning, na a pleasure for get a one-time Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and also somebody we don't be a commissioner for the Anti-Corruption Commission, and in a member for the All People's Congress, and a lawyer for a very long time, na salon. This morning at the studio, I want to welcome Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. We say he wants to be a leader for the All People's Congress and also the flag bearer aspirants. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel. Glad to be here.
All right, well, that's our studio guest this morning. We can talk to him. He can explain why he feels say na intend this for lead the All People's Congress and also double as the flag bearer for contest na the next elections we for be 2028.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show and they go first na court Osai Magistrate Bremaja na the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 don't send 131-year-old Ibrahim Masakoy go na the Male Correctional Center for the offense of larceny and office breaking. Let we join Mariatu Sharif as he go give me more on this.
All right, we go carry that court updates day later inside the program, but they can now to studio guests so don't introduce them earlier when I Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara in na one party flag bearer aspirants for the All People's Congress. This be until on the side they go now some parts them na the country for go talk to people about this ambition. But before we can look at waiting at some of the strategy, how we plan for be the next flag bearer for the All People's Congress. Firstly, then we look at outside the ambition come out, say this now you term for let yourself lead the All People's Congress APC party.
Thank you, Dija. This is a very good question. In fact, it's an ambition that has been started a very long time. If you recall, in 2015, going towards 2018, I was there. I was amongst the flag bearers for that election. And as Attorney General, I did what I could for enhance the goals and the agenda of the All People's Congress. And we go to the convention. I wasn't lucky then. And Samuel Kamara was luckier. Yes, we accepted the outcome, which we all supported. And we give them the support to where we are today. From that 10 day, we had what we called a very populist approach. Meaning we go out, we talk to the people, we buy into the support of the younger people, the younger generation, first timers and everything. It was a huge campaign, yes. So, but we made mistakes along the road. And from there now, on hindsight, we don't learn how to make good mistakes. One of the mistakes we will be make, we not build root inside the party. So with all the populist support we get outside, we were weak inside. So this time around, we don't experience that, and we can really build inside the party, get a buy-in into the delegates, which is what we'll decide at the convention. Would I go get for be the flag bearer? So we are working on that. By that side also, we the time forget we waiting our own baseline with populist approach we get the younger generation to understand what we stand for, why we believe so we can make it. So populist approach together with an in-depth approach within the party. That is the new take.
Na the previous elections was una been weak inside, but outside una been get the support. What exactly you mean? Is it that there was a division on a negligence been there among some of the people who wanna be expected for stand for the party within?
No, it was not negligence. What we can say is it was naivety in the political arena, because that was our first shot, meaning at the first day we really go for that big position. And the party, in a very big party, the All People's Congress, huge, and it get in-depth roots where you really want to go for the leadership of that party, you forget ingrained footing inside the party. You forget strong build support inside the party. Because at the end of the day, we have a delegates conference and the delegates will choose. And these delegates are members of the party. And they are also chosen from within the cadre of the parties. So that is why you need to forget strength inside the party. If you're weak inside the party, no matter how strong you are outside, you'll face that challenge. And so that is why, even to my colleague flag bearers, the experience there is, are you the strengthen, you move outside. Now, so if you strengthen, you move inside the party. So at the end of the day, you have what we call a collaborative effort. Outsiders like you, they want you, they support you. Inside the party structure, you're also supported. You get one umbrella, and that is what the People's Congresses, you can always say APC business, now my business.
This will be your third time where they run for this same position. And now, una they use una new constitution where make una don't forget about the selection. Now una vote, then they vote for flag bearers. Una use that same method in 2023, before 2023 election for una flag bearer. What thing don't change from 2018, 2023 to now, where you feel say, now you forbid a flag bearer because you don't contest once, twice, you're not able to clinch the position?
Yeah, actually, I tried in 2018. In 2023, I did not try because I believe say the decision was already out there, and I gave my support to Dr. Samuel Kamara. And in good hindsight, believing that come 2023, everything was set, we believe say we had the opportunities. But my eyesight were clear, targeting 2028. So I waited. So now, why do I believe I have a better chance? If you look at the strength we I don't develop in the course of the years, from 2018, I'm better experienced. I don't wait, I don't see. I don't do inside governance, I don't see the weaknesses of governance. I don't do inside governance, I don't see the strength of it. In the time I take for weight, I build up myself. I built my capacity. I engage with people more. I travel around the world. I travel around the country and engage with people. And I think that new refreshed capacity I don't build with renewed energy and understanding what are the needs of the society, I am better positioned to take the leadership. And also, even within the party, I don't work deeply with the party. We work on the constitution of the party. Apart from the constitution, we deal inside with all the structures of the party. We attend meetings. We give support to the party where we can. And even in terms of legal advice to the party, I'm pivotal in all of that. So now I am also stronger within the party and also stronger outside of the party, because there I am with the people and I talk to the people. Just last week I was in Bond. Too many support I got in Bond. I was shocked when I got to Bond. It was late in the night. People were there under the rains, waiting to hear from me, waiting to see me speak. That was great. But I experienced something, Khadija. And Mabel, this is it. When you go through the travel here, you get to understand and see the plight of the public. You understand how people, the challenges we then get for let them go, whose side then they go, for let them reach now their homes. Because there was a time we want to buy envelopes because I want to put borrow for people. Big challenge. Where were the envelopes? Something as simple as that. But if you don't go out and engage the public, you wouldn't tell. So with all these experiences put together, I believe now I am more mature, age-wise, experience-wise, for take the leadership. I don't observe the SLPP government. I've seen their failings. And I can understand and I know how to deal with them. And believe you me, I have what it takes to remove this government from power by the ballot box.
You say you get what it take for pull the SLPP through the ballot box. Let me talk small bit about the turbulence where una party don't go through in opposition. 2 times in opposition now, and a lot still happen. A you now one party vocal voice them where people be on the hear from through your social media handles, especially on Twitter. You get your controversial stance, if I can say, especially when the party can one go so. You always can tell and say no. Now yes, so we suppose for go. Especially when campaign immediately after the elections, you believe so now for we don't use the courts channel for contest the elections, but your party not be listening to you then. Why you be feel say na be the right thing that the owner for do rather than going into negotiations?
Well, at that time, as a lawyer, you always advise on the right path of the law. You always advise on the best interest of your client, and our client then was the All People's Congress. And in my experience, this is my 35 years experience as a lawyer, not to all tell the clients they support what you want. You got advice and say, go soon, this is not the correct position, but the clients don't want them. You're bound to go by what your client desire. And where we advised at that time that going to court was the most prudent, legally prudent thing to do, when the leadership of the party thought otherwise. As lawyers, myself, the late Dr. Abdullah Conte, Charles Magai came in to offer support to us. We were there, we worked on the documents, we did what we can as lawyers, professionals, and advice. But the leadership of the party thought otherwise, and we give in. And the party is bigger than everyone. Nobody could challenge the party and you want to embarrass the party. No. As a member of the party, when the majority decide and they thought one way and the correct way, we all accept waiting another way. And negotiation is not bad. The position then was, you cannot rely on negotiations alone without taking the path to the court. So when you put all your egg in one basket and see what happened, negotiations have come and gone. Where are we as a party? So I think at this point in time, it is regret that we go say we missed the opportunity to have been in court. There were good arguments about not going to court, that the justice system is weak, that the justice system cannot be trusted. Good arguments. But no matter what it is, at the end of the day, these are the structures we self get for work with if we come into governance. So you cannot just shun it. That was a position that I had, and I still hold that position, that there are structures in societies that you cannot shun. What you can do when you come in, you develop them, you work with them, you make them more competent than what they were. So for me now, as I say, yes, there are times we have disagreement, and that is what leadership is about.
Court system, the APC forget the justice way on be they look for?
I believe say we forget justice, not holistic justice as women for want, because sometimes you cannot guarantee. Like you say, case na biscuit. You go advise, you go do, you plead all the law. At the end of the day, judge say, so you see him. So I cannot say holistic justice. But what we could have got was the real results. We could have advocated for in court. See, we want the full comprehensive report. And I believe the court will have given that to us. With that, if we're able to know the roadmap now, we're not going to complain again, say the results not complete. We're not going to complain again, say the results were not for the whole country, because the court will have given us the opportunity and mandated, the NEC, say, when I produce this result. That was the first step. That is what we wanted. But in any case, that don't pass. Also, would you look forward now as a party is, we get to look and listen to professionals when they advise. And as a party, we get to try to understand and be very smart and tactical how you deal with the government in power. So for me now, I don't see that experience. We don't get the government of national unity, so to speak. We don't get the tripartite. The tripartite is failing. We know they see the better progress within they make. The people are suffering. We know they see the unity of government. Still, the opposition is left out in many of the things. They don't invite us to their meetings. They don't let us know what is going on. Plus, we self listen to social media. And the result of it all is the failing. Because this government, not one green government get them. This country, not a SLPP country. It's a country for we all. And we all get for buying. We all get for giving contributions. And then failure by themselves, they don't have the capacity. They don't have the competence. And they cannot rely and work with people that have been there, that have the experience and the buying. Look what it happened with EDSA today. We had Dr. Koloko, a very renowned engineer, and where we were with EDSA, tremendous light production. 7 years down the road. It's a failure, complete, absolute failure.
Before we can continue to look at the external factors and how to address and fix salon problems, still within the APC, because a lot of our supporters and we still believe, say, the APC is divided. And if we now go into the elections, like how the APC they currently, it will be a big fail again for the APC. You're not a big member of the APC, and you want to contest this very big position when at the flag bearership will lead to presidential elections. What do you think say need for be done within the APC currently? Because not a secret say on a former flag bearer when Dr. Samura Kamara, we know the area often now, but we all know say there is a division between a fraction and that of the party executive. What do you think say need for be done at this time for fix the APC ahead of 2028?
Yeah, thank you, Mabel. What we need is cohesion and unity inside the party. Dr. Samura Kamara has been the leader of the party, and he has a huge buy-in. He has a huge stake within the party and the support base. So they continue to encourage them for come together with us, talk with the executive, And let me position ourselves for win. You're quite right, Vival. A divided house will never stand. The APC we need for come together. And we cannot ignore the faction of Dr. Samuel Kamara. And he's coming on board. We are having conversations. Me and they talk, it don't take a few times, I know, yeah, from him, but we do engage. And I will step up the efforts to continue to engage with him in the leadership of the party. Last week, I get a talk on the role of lawyers in Sierra Leone politics. The acting chairman, because Benkalu no there, Dr. Yansade was there. We spoke about these issues, that as a party, until there's unity, it is going to be a big challenge for us. Even with my colleague flagbearers, we they talk. Dr. Bangra was at my office a few weeks back. We they engage, we they talk. Cheno, they come to me in our office regularly, we they talk. Adi, in my office, in your office, we they spend time together all the time. So these are the people who they engage. I'm bringing in a new breath of fresh air in the sense that we have to talk. Now one person get for win. And until we are together, it's going to be a big challenge. What the other people want is just to have a fractious APC. Because if you have a fractious APC, and then they can continue. And as a people, we cannot allow this to happen. They have failed us. And they themselves have accepted the failure. So we owe it to the people of this country that we put ego aside. It's not about JFK. It's not about any other person else. It's about the country. And for me, that is the message I want to push forward. That when I aspire as a president, it's not about me. Personally, I thank God for what I've accomplished. But I believe that we need this for a country. We picking them, who said they go for land? I mean, not all man go able to say any picking go abroad. Look at the education system today. Look at the plight of our people in terms of suffering. You know, they will put food on your table. And where are they go around? I tell you, Khadija, 2 people and they talk to me inside Frito. Now, housing. Housing is a serious issue. Rent. People enable pay rent because the money when they work, enough for let them pay rent. This is troubling. Like when the rain came so heavily last night. I imagine how most people and they were not able to sleep because outside and day the rain go pouring so heavily. What are we doing about housing system? This government has done nothing, absolutely nothing. So we need we owe it to the people of this country that those of us that have the opportunity, like for provide leadership, let us come together, talk, sit at a table, and look at one in each other in the face. I think you have a good chance. You can be a very good Minister of Finance. You can be a very good Attorney General. You can be a very good Internal Affairs Minister. You can have an appointment as ambassador. But this man has what it takes to be the president. He has the experience. He has what you could build around. And he has the stature. And he has the confidence, the integrity level. Because if you were there at the top, your integrity low, then it's a problem for the people. Then the corruption will thrive, as we see back today. The mismanagement of the government resources is so troubling and worrying that it makes some of us have sleepless nights. Can you imagine? With all the money we not get, then the government they spend so much on traveling all over the country, hire private jet for go attend the meeting on ocean, now Nice somewhere about the ocean. What is all this? Well, we people in dinner, they don't get anything they eat. So for us, as a party, we owe it to the generations to come. Our people must know that we are ready to assist and help rebuild the state. Wherever things may have gone wrong, yes, we accept. We are not coming from a vengeance point of view. For me, my philosophy is not vendetta. I don't have time over vendetta. My time is focused on development. When we come into governance, serious business. Bam! Work from day one. As I sit now while they talk about flag bearer position, I remember why be president, which they can do first 100 days. That's what I'm thinking about because the people owe it to us and we owe more to them.
You say the current SLPP administration don't fail the people of Sierra Leone. What to make you feel say you, JFK, go be a better option for Sierra Leone?
Yes, thank you. I get the experience. I don't work in the Anti-Corruption Commission for 7 years. During the 7 years, I don't see all the loopholes. I know all who said the leakages there. And I'm not waiting for them about it. And as Attorney General, I see the justice weaknesses. I do what I can. But there are certain things you could do. But if you're not then at the top, your changes are limited. Now, lad then at the top. They lad not do it I know. Then, believe you me, Khadija, on all goal, me responsible. And in this thing, like I can say, the presidency is not a classroom. Not to say where you go for Golan. the people don't even have the patience anymore. You for can be well equipped for govern. So when they bring a document come before you, they say panel for sign, you get for look. When you go through, you say, where is the finance committee report? That say a finance committee for don't make the determination, assess the budget, and you know what are the budgetary implications. Then you say, okay, if the finance committee report not there, then I cannot sign. Let the committee go meet, and I want to see the report. These are simple issues, but if you know they're in public sector governance, you wouldn't know. You'll sign. And apart from that, even in terms of travel, I want to reduce the budget deficit by 50% immediately as I come into governance. What am I saying here? All that boku travel is not necessary because we have ambassadors. That is why they're there. They can attend these conferences. They can come back and report to us. So if you don't cut that budget by half, we get money for put into health sector. Look, recently now they bought Mpox, money no day, antibiotics no day. The hospitals are crowded. In fact, now they say new sick day where people enjoy, they say, I feel bad. We don't know what is happening. We forget reserve for attend to the health sector. Again, we'll talk about justice mechanism. As I sit there, I go know who sign the feelings. I know that for ask. If I come, I know waiting at the situation at the judiciary. I know how to fix it immediately. But if you yourself now, OCA you man, some decision they when your husband get for taken, no matter how you want. If your husband don't say that so, sometimes you to the line. But when I am at the top, I will do what is expected of being at the top.
And the question where Khadija just asked you about waiting make you a better option for Sierra Leoneans them. Because taking into consideration, most of them here where they make mention of cutting down on traveling, doing this, doing that, nothing will be from this present government. Back then when they be in opposition, the current president Bio nothing in this way be say we come, go ensure say cut down, block the leakages, cut down on traveling and fix the economy, do this, do that. But here we are today, after 7 years now, people still complain of these same issues, and you're here say you go be a better option. What you go point at based on your track record, way for make people believe say you're not a different politician, you just do it in you they say.
Yeah, thank you. Very good question. I'm going to start like where I'm in the Anti-Corruption Commission. I went there. The office was heavily politicized. I removed all the politics. I work straight on efficiency patterns. I make sure say who that deserve to be promoted, they get promoted. I met the percentage of women at the anti-corruption then was only 3%. By the time they left, it was 38%. So I take conscious effort for engage women into governance. And even in the management meetings, the management circle, I left 3 directors at that management level. That is me in terms of inclusiveness and believing in the power of women empowerment. And when you look back at the prosecutions level on management, we did so much to the extent that the World Bank recognized me and gave me the World Bank Integrity Award. I think I'm the only Sierra Leonean and probably the only West African that has got the World Bank Integrity Award, meaning that this individual, we believe and to the extent that we know, say, in level of integrity so high and stand out. That is one. So, and when you talk about travel or other things, somebody go down can't talk side this way, you know. Where Posse say they give clothes, look what you wear, Mabel. Look what you wear, they go know what they give. If this man in day, no one day travel, you no go no side, you can't make him president. To God, you go turn Brad Power now. He don't turn Brad Power. They go all side. He don't get the chance. I don't work in a positions. At the age of 34, I was Assistant Secretary General at the UN, the level in a special court of which I was. And I was traveling every 2 weeks, all over the country, all over the world. I don't travel. I've seen travel. I don't tire about waka. Not to waka, then I made again. Now I work for we people. And when you look at assets, you know, what you want. You motor man, you know, get all thing. This grid level, Nike and Bogwi, you don't go get all thing. Now me drive myself, Canada. Drive another. No security. I don't get nothing for free. But it's not about fear. It's about the contentment. I am a very satisfied man. Whatever I get, I always tell Allah thank you. Because He bless me. But if you you want all things, now you for drive the best motorcar, anytime they say, oh, but you take new motorcar, brand new motorcar, you go. Anytime they say this, you touch this, you go. Now you forget the best host. Now you forget all things. This grid level, now in this country. Me no want no news. Who say they are okay. If he left with me, say they make me president today, they say he left na use. I gladly because I make him use fine. I like Usade. Me office self Usade. I make him fine. I am a very content person. So if I tell you, say now, fly no did I made. I mean I don't show him. I don't prove him. When I did ACC, you know, go believe, I open up the opportunities for people to travel. Onto investigators, they travel. Then go Ghana, they go Vienna for meetings. Meeting with me, no go able to go. I go say, hey, Adi Macaulay, ba, go try. You say go this meeting, go get the exposure that is needed. I go tell Miata Samba, who is now judge at the ICC. I say, Miata, you say can go. This means I don't have to be there. This is how I capacitated people. And when there were opportunities as Attorney General, openings for judges, I made them judges. So here is somebody that is selfless. So you need someone that has the history. We don't do USA you can show. I know they can't count, they do this, they do this. Me, they say, look USA I don't do. Look what I've done. A lot of people don't have it. They cannot explain. So me, they tell you, maybe, very good question. I have a track record. Look at the track record and make a determination of who I will be tomorrow.
Many a time, una politician, people in this perception say, we una want something from them, like for now, they aspire for be the flag bearer. You go say all the nice things. As soon as you get the position, what you go do, not different things. Especially ten the owner kingdom at the seat of presidency. Lots of people them can abandon the manifesto them.
Yes, that is right. Like I say, you know, I'm not different, but I'm different. What do I mean?
But you're a politician.
Yes, a politician is always a politician. We all are politicians. We can tell people, you say we see don't a politician. We as husbands, then they play politics is house. You pick yourself, they play politics. My daughter, where he wants something from me, I don't get him. He wants back, and they go through him brother. He go talk to him brother, and brother can ask for the same thing. Who I get a take an iron. So politics is everywhere. But in terms of governance, I tell you, say you see this, and me don't reach at the stage, and I believe the Sierra Leonean people have matured to the level that they can hold the leadership accountable. And this is what we want our people to do. I want to encourage the Sierra Leoneans to have hope and believe that they can hold the leadership accountable. Because we don't then are all man afraid for talk. Even for tweets, some people cannot tweet. If I get business where I invite someone and say, hey, but no one can do, they go sack me just now. Yes, even a public event. So we therefore make the people and get the confidence to believe, say, as a people, they have the power and they can hold government accountable. Let us start using that power as a people that we have. Because if not to that, possible I can't say ABCD, then tomorrow not do nothing. But if the people know so they get power and they have the power to change, whenever you're there at the top, you become responsive to the people. And that is what I want. I don't grow up from low origins, humble origins. I grew up in Krube, just next to Krube for Gudong. I don't really play ball. We live all that kind of thing in there. I've seen poverty. That's why I am conscious. That's not make I feel like with person can tell me, say, but I know it's from morning. I know what it means because I don't eat them who will not get what you eat. So if I talk, say, I want to help people about hunger, I have my experience about it. And I want to help people about it. We don't them, we not go party because we don't get clothes to wear. No matter how they invite you. If you go to junks, you go buy clothes, you go mona. So if you don't get all these experiences, it behoves you as an individual. For say, okay, I don't come up from this low origin. God don't bless me. Only for I reach at a time, then I turn me back on me people. But the most important thing in all of this is the people therefore take advantage of the power that they have. That they can hold the public accountable. They can hold government accountable. If things are not going right, civil society should speak up. And talking about that, Slash, I see they don't conduct the elections. I congratulate Manika. But Slash should step up. The Bar Association, we all don't fail in many aspects as lawyers. But I think these are institutions that need power and for all the governments responsible. So if you can't talk, you get your manifesto, you say things, you're unable to say them, people should be able to step up and say, look, no, this is not right.
People for step up or for speak up, determine if the space there. How you go assess that space there right now in Sierra Leone? Is it that the space there, not just the people in our for speak up?
No, there is no space. And very good question, Khadija. I tell you, the way the country there now, people cannot speak up. People are afraid for speak up. We don't introduce all them cyber laws. Anything we talk, even on social media, they go invite you, where you say something, you say the president no smile fine, then they call you the CID, you go, you say me na president, they call somewhere how many times. If you want to call yourself president, call yourself president. We get what you call in Latin, cunculum non facit monarchum, that it is not the crown that makes the king. So I like you call it a president, we know that get the crown more than a president. Should you invite somebody for that to go on CID? No, the space not there anymore. The liberty not there for let people and talk. And when you tighten the space, it becomes very dangerous because it could lead to violence. And then we could see what happened in August 10 and those other incidences. People should have the opportunity to speak up. Now we get chance we can talk, and I must congratulate on Liberty TV because we are open, we are an objective institution we talk. Sometimes we don't go know if they didn't do the wait for we, but we thank God for opportunities like this. There are still what we would call windows around the building of speaking, but the windows are there. Are the people willing to speak? How many of us go carry even flag bearers? That's some flag bearers you could call them because they don't have the guts to speak. Some will come, they will say nothing. They will tell you about future. They will tell you about unity. This is not unity. We are here to talk the facts. We're here to address governance. If you're able to talk now, who say go talk? If you're able to see and call spade by the spade, what do you mean they tell this government that they failed? If they have succeeded, let them tell you. I won't let them sit down across here. Let them tell me who said they don't succeed. Let me tell them who said they fail and what I will do to make it work.
That just brings me to the question of you describing as the government say they don't fail.
Yeah.
Also, you think say the Bioled administration miss them for let them fail where you say they don't fail?
Plenty side. Let's start with the economy. The economy is tied up with energy. If you say energy, there is no industrialization. Now then we notice we know they get light for how many weeks. Even the tell when a rainy season, we all know so when rainy season can get boku water, they get enough light. Now with all the rains, then tell us when they get light. When they get light. This morning for ourselves, in morning for go to water can for car wash. Because we light, you generate yourself for get fuel and problem because of the costs involved. But this is what I'm saying. If we don't do now energy, I don't know how money now, I don't see a generator on a light. Yes, and that's a lot of money. We all should come back and give money for support now because it's difficult. And now you talk about the suffering of the people. Prices are skyrocketing. If even food today, you don't get money for buy them. On Friday, I went to the office, right down at the door of my office. I meet one man later on there. In food swell, in fish swell. Which happy? He said, if you go hospital, you don't get money. I said, well, now you can lay down. He said, then tell and say, like, come to me. If you come to me, I go able to get something for go hospital. All right, go give me for like for go hospital. But how many people are there? We not sabi me or not able to come to me. So the economy is failing. Energy is weak. And you look now, even in terms of the budget, the deficit is so huge. Inflation is now at 30.5%. What will be then governance will have at 18.2%. Today's inflation is 30.5%. In 2023, it go up to 52%. I mean, this is just reckless spending. Now, reckless spending, they put in a kind of tight spots that day. And when you look at the GDP don't drop. So what is happening? What is happening? We say money no day. We're not going able, even the domestic mobilization of resource. NRA, they do well, then they try. But the leakages are huge. They're still there. When they can and tell say that the lock puts the leakages. But now, that swimming pool they will get. Swimming pool, they don't open the game. All the man they eat is just for themselves. You see, go look around. You see new houses, new cars in the streets. But the people are suffering. Even in terms of, we talk about space. You talk about, can we speak? Can we talk to our government? When was the last time you had the president speak to you as a people? When it comes to speak to you as a people, it comes just for Allah Pauna. Can't tell us we all know to one. They were not Yampide, they are not Tifman, they are terrorists. We need a voice. We need a unifying voice. When you come for talk to your people as a father of a nation, you talk to your Pekin there. For me, I tell you, I'm a unifying voice. As I say, I go burnt that and struggled. The reception I get was great. And I continue at the Paspaso Piana. Yes, until then says conscious say, yes, this is the type of man that we need. A man that cuts across. A man that we go on a bow as he don't comfort you. Why can tell people they say I go snabo and they believe. The last time I go get land in Abu and so cycle. I say I'm all over the country. So in terms of failing, they failed us in the energy sector, they failed us in the health sector, they failed us in the entirety of governance. Today, as a people, go out to the street, ask any Sierra Leonean if his life is better off. They'll tell you no. My life is not better off. Even the education system, it's so worse off. I so feel bad the other day. We then go pull mommy, we go sit worse. Yes, not to spy, not to nothing. he feels the need for land book. You know why you want land book at that age? Because there's no way. There's no hope for her. And this is the hope that I offer. A JFK-led government will see into these things. And it's so simple. Look at me in the face and read my lips. I can tell you it will be done.
Then we talk about the swimming pool that we see the open now, because we all know His Excellency the President. One of the most famous things that we talk about now in New Direction Manifesto, now for block all the leakages we say on our government by then in left. Now you say now swimming pool, and there's a commission waiting for fight corruption. We don't serve once. How you can assess the approach in terms of fighting corruption?
Well, I don't like for talk about institutions I don't work and we person left BAU. But I go manage say I'm disappointed at this stage, especially with the last things that would see they happen. More so, this issue of corridor holdings. I see them later. I feel bad. At no point in time has that office been disrespected, as what they say. And it's just not disrespect. Some of it was attracted by it. You know, sometimes we say, when you work in the office and you are the architect of your own demise. When you look at the institution now, you ask people around, do you have respect for it? I know what the answer is. So I think there's a lot of work that has to be done for restore the dignity and respect of that office. And when you look at what happened, when the office started after us, going after the APC was good. They go after APC, there was so much noise. Well, you're not going to go after APC the entirety of your term. APC fails out in terms of prosecutions. What you do? Nothing. So the commission, they now, I barely don't know what they do. I barely don't know. You don't hear the work that they do. So they say, okay, we believe in the work for the public education. Fine. But that institution has teeth it can bite. When was the last time it bite? So, but for me, I think I go encourage the commissioner to do more work. I go encourage them for step up. I go encourage them because it's a fine divide line between politics and the law. It's a fine divide line between prosecutions and public education. But if you don't know how to work at the line, then left the office. But for now, I am disappointed. And I feel I know the hard work we'll put into that office. I get to work at 6:30 in the morning till 9:10. I travel the whole country. I know the systems we put in place. And I know waiting we left there. The building we didn't get now, I started that building onto the 3rd floor. So I know it pains me that for all the hard work we will do, today the office day, it don't lost that respect and dignity we get. That letter says and speaks a lot. Look at the letter. If you don't see it, it will tell you the state of condition of the Anti-Corruption Commission. It shouldn't be like that. It should be a fierce institution. It should be an institution that is objective, stand for work for the people, and not superly partisan, which is what the complaint is. I get for Fentem, engage the commissioner. Let me sit down and talk. Because again, as I say, all the NTI will not just be opposed for opposed sake. We want to let this country work. And if I see it make mistakes, it's a friend. I for able call him. See, Paddy Mankalo see the law talk. As so I see they make mistake. From me experience, now so me handle Lenkaitia. I was successful. If you walk this way, you go able manager. I'm going to call him this week. I did talk to him this week.
If you talk to governance experts, then will tell you say for fix the issues of Sierra Leone, not a quick fix business. I think we need planning and know the path outside somebody wants for go as a leader. If you become the flag bearer of the APC and contest the 2028 elections, outside are your priority areas where you want to focus on in terms of fixing Sierra Leone problems?
Yeah. My first priority is energy. Because with energy day, things work well. Industrialization will come, people will be able to get access to revenue. And I tell you, Mabel, is to put money in people's pocket. There's poverty in this country. So how do you put money in people's pocket? Now for cut down on all of the wastages here with the government employ and make sure so we get enough revenue for undertake the programs and projects we want. Apart from energy, the economy, for fix the economy, that budget deficit, I'll reduce some. The public debt, we just go and tote debt no more, we don't even, and we get for pay the debt. And the interest when they put for pay them, the more they pay the interest, the more we not get space for low develop our economy. And low get money way for left for we for attend to we people. So you look at energy, you look at infrastructure. What did happen at the country they like today? The road they will be make, they call the portal, they wait and call them. But at the same road they elect today. Who's why we don't make? We don't see nothing. But we need to develop and urbanize the country. And one thing what they see, I see they talk about districting. It's just you don't need to divide Freetown. You don't need to have several 2-3 cities. I they go begin call them. I think what we need is just a new city. When I shall become president, I'll build a new city. Go like Yele 91. That area did that space day. Create a new city, build a new city, not divide the city of Freetown. Because if you want to do anything about administrative districts in Freetown, you can build different boroughs. You get aldermen or council leaders in those bureaus, but we have one mayor who will be able to manage. And when they talk about redistricting, it must be informed. It's not for be politically motivated. And if you get justification for Bandajuma, you get justification for Panguma, then we get justification for Alaba and carry them. But beyond that, I am thinking that if you need justification, what about Lunge? What about Lunge? What about Lonsar? Because you get to look at the capacity. You look at the location. In all of this put together, if you put politics before, it will continue to harm and destroy the nation. If we say APC can they redistrict for benefit them, SLPP can they redistrict for benefit them, then where are the people? So let us have a standardized format. So when we come, we get a national map. For say, in this national map, redistrict will occur ABCD. So any government can follow that map. For me, I want a national development mapping. This national development mapping will not be an APC or SLPP mapping. It will be a nation mapping. So any government will come, now that map they will follow. Where we be in governance, we get agenda for prosperity. We worked according to the agenda for prosperity. We see how we move. Success was there. From there, we were the second fastest growing nation in Africa. And then we come with agenda for prosperity. We all get their planning. What are those plans today? They're all thrown out of the window. That is a mistake that they made. They came, they had no clue of what governance was. And Samura warned them. He tell them, say, power not to pick and play. Governance not to pick and play. They came in with inexperienced people, flooded the offices with inexperienced people. Where are we today? Failed governance, failed offices. In any side we go, if you go you building now, then plenty not reach date. What can they go on? You go to Wataki, better than they happen there. Nothing is happening. So what do? We need to harness together, sit at a table and have a conversation about the government. Yes, energy I will prioritize, education I will prioritize, health I will prioritize, and agriculture. Just 4 things. You know, go say you want to do all things. Now we can say you want to do this, you want to do this. People only to come on. May they tell you energy. The first 100 days are fixed energy to a situation that will be acceptable by those that need it.
Let me look at the women constituency.
Yeah.
Women, they know they come forward now, contest for leadership position them, and even self this presidency race. We don't see one by comrade. We don't come and say in self one for be president. One of the current mayor of Freetown. Other women themselves they aspire. What is you plan for work closely with women, especially for put them in a top position that you ticket, maybe even a running mate?
Khadija, I said in genuine. Ask me that question. All right. But, I grew up with women in the house. Maybe like 9 sisters. 9 sisters. I grew up with 9 sisters in my house. And I'm the small one. I know what it means. So, by growing up with them, I have a special affinity where me compy man they not get. I have a special experience and understanding of women where me compy man they not get. And it is show in any trial they do. Why be explaining just about ACC? Say, where I go? I say, woman, they're not better at the office. I recruited many. And even in the management team, I say, woman, they're not there. I bring them coming. So it shows you, say, this man, he believe in women. And one time in the ACC, I ask a question. I say, who are most corrupt, men and women? Very difficult question for them. But when I tell them why women are less corrupt, they don't believe. I say, woman gets responsibility where go inside in heart than man. Where man the thief, you don't want to know if him wife go be affected or picking. Where woman want take money, get from member, say, how me man go feel? How me picking them go feel? If they arrest me, Oda go look after me picking them. Man, no, they think all them boku think they do. So that is why in governance and empowerment, I believe that women can work harder within the inside government. You can allow them, you give them the space. I'm telling you, they can perform. Even in point of running mate, I am open. I'm open. I believe, say, if you get a very strong female candidate as a vice president, it will support and work more directly with the women folk. So in this type of thing, you should be liberal and open. So I welcome that. If we see a candidate that is coming forward, it need not be a flag bearer candidate. It could be somebody. It could be Mabel. It could be you, Khadija. Say, Khadija Kaka, you ready for work? Say, yes, I'm ready for work. Let us come together and form a team. Because one, you need the younger folks, you need the women, so that, because no matter what are they for like woman or anything in terms of how to help them, women know more how to help themselves past me. And I don't win the Avon International Award for women. Why? Because where will be the special court? We do a lot of things for women. We introduce laws them and prosecutions. We help women. Forced marriage, for example. For the first time at the one world, we bring that charge there for say, if you force woman for marriage, you know an offense. So because of that legislation, the prosecution charge we will put forward, they invite you for good discuss about forced marriage. We went to discuss about forced marriage. And a explanation, the role, I was head of the legacy group in the special court, how we try for transition, salute women them into where they were, what we believe, the gender acts, if you remember the gender act, the customary marriage act, all them things they put together. They invited me for giving a Vaughan medal. Say this is a man, but it is support women initiatives. So if I don't get 10 things, like how maybe they say, what you don't do? Look at me. If I say they give clothes, look what you wear. If I say I help woman, then don't give me medal for help woman. Believe in me, say I help woman. If I tell you again, 9 sisters, and they all deal with me, we all do work together. So the women have a space and a space close to my heart.
Let me come back inside the All People's Congress and talk about your chances where you stand for get this position as flag bearer for the APC ahead of the 2028 elections. Plenty people believe, say, even though now they use the new constitution of our party, when our election or go for going to outside delegates and go decide order to get this position, people they always still believe, say, the former chairman and leader when I been a president in Sierra Leone at one time, when a former president Dr. Nesbai Koroma gets a very big influence still at the All People's Congress, and that if favor at this coming flag bearership contest, go get a better chance for stand. You believe waiting na this perception of people among una party, say the former president Dr. Nesbai Koroma still gets influence na the party in decision making?
Well, interesting. In any society or group or club where you don't get a very strong personality, such as the former president, yes, in shadow could continue for day around, whether you like it or not. And former President Koroma has been at the helm of affairs for the party in the last almost 30 years. 30 years. He commanded a strong leadership. He provided the leadership of the party. He took us to 2 election victories. He took us into governance, even after governance, and he has a large profile. So it's difficult for Lagos to say that person did not get a role for play. I think he has a role to play, and he will continue to play it in a positive light. Positive light in the sense that, say, let us guide the party. With all the investment in the party, money, time, resources and everything, Enoch wants to see the party there in permanent opposition. So his advice and experience is welcome. And we believe, say, everybody need him. So his role there cannot be seen in a negative way. And for say he support one person as against another, he has mentioned it in several occasions that he cannot come out and say, they support this or they support that, that he has no candidate. And we believe it. So at this stage, let everybody go try for himself. As a former leader, he has to be a father. Go born in Pikini all. But sometimes go get what I elect, Pastor. In the midst of it, go get what I elect. Of course, na entitlement that is prerogative. But certainly, he's trying to ensure that the party is stronger. He's trying to make sure that we get the best candidate. And at the same time, we all, for rally support from one another. Everybody needs his support, because if you're able to give support to a lucky man, and because he get people who believe him. Some people just believe that his direction is what is needed in the party. And that is correct. If he provides the right type of leadership and the right type of direction, the party will get to where it ought to be.
Whose direction will somebody we don't say don't pull and pan party politics go get on a party?
No, the direction in the sense, say, let us work together. For example, if we see problem there, like executive and Samura, say, well, look, on our can together on a lot talk. That is the direct and leadership and wisdom that they talk about. At his age now, he's a wise man. And if we talk about direction now for Usai Gode, we see problem, it's like Kala Ebuna. But you know, go see your son, although you know, go able. You picky, you know, go see if you picky don't come out because it only 21, you know, get nothing for do it again because it don't 21. No, you still continue for Shepherd. So I believe he has a role. He has a key role to play continuously because of the length of time he has been in the position and the role that he has played within the party. And we all came buying from that experience.
Now bring you back to one very important statement you make. Where for me, in a burning issue right now for most Sierra Leone and them, now the issue of the energy sector, we say within 100 days you go able to fix the problems of the energy. And we don't hear from people them like the energy sector lead. We all a press conference on Friday. They don't they talk over and over say the problem now the energy sector not to one day fix, not to even year fix. You got to take time for let them fix them because na long-term problem with they inherit. So one go they wonder how JFK say we will fix them in 100 days.
Not to me first don't talk. When President Kumar came to governance, he said they fixed it in 100 days. He did on the APC. And I can guarantee you, me say feeble do am. Them man there can they meet we get light. Not to 100%, but we are almost 90% there. So what did they kind talk? I plenty talk the panel. All boku talk, all day then they talk, explain analysis, this, that. All na boku talk. They left we are even in Freetown. If I dey lie, Abel, you know, Khadija, you know where they talk. We were almost 90% with light. 7 years down the road, we don't even get light. Then they can't explain you, and they're taking us as a people for granted. It's an embarrassment. Now when the rain they come boku so we not get light, and then they can't explain you back. And we they pay for light bill, but we know they get the light bill, but they know they pay to Kapawa. The figures show $300 million have been spent to Kapawa. This is money we could have used to build domestic resources, infrastructure for power. Solar energy, for example. $300 million, not a small money. Not a small money. Now what happened to that money there? We not even they get light. So where side that money they go? So where people in the can explain, bring theory, bring that, taking the people for granted. No, it is not. $300 million, not a small money. We could all build our infrastructure by that. There was a boom now phase 2. Then they say the money plenty. But you know really 300 million where they don't spend in 7 years. You know me for them better low invest that money there. And now as we talk, we get the sea. We get enough breeze now free to we know they think about windmill. We get all the hills. Now that they talk about solar, now for go buy energy in Guinea. What is going on? Then just the fence outside for spend money, where the money can they kick back. We call it clawback. So money go kind inside. Let us build infrastructure and let us look at privatization. For example, let's say Godrich. If you bring a private company and say, look at Godrich, examine Godrich, supply light now Godrich. Limited number of consumers. You address that issue. You go begin to say, it work. Government cannot provide this service. So let us go to the private sector. Now they want time for begin private sector. What do they do? They just don't call themselves back, create self companies for themselves, and they say, oh, if you apply now, they say the place don't close up. The applications are closed up. This is what is wrong. The insincerity behind all of the efforts here. In Sierra Leone, until we have sincere leadership. Not for the guy, you can't talk boku before people and can bring analysis, bring report, you bring graphs, you think you impress people. No, you're not. The reality is you cannot lead the country by propaganda. You cannot lead the country by propaganda. And that is a failing. You and I are failing today. I go to my office just now, I go buy fuel for my generator for light work. So waiting on all this plenty talk, they talk, say patient, not to one day. 7 years, unable fixed light for 7 million people. Lagos now is 32 million people. But 15 million can have light. 50 million people can have light 24 hours. and they'll win 7 million. They will not able to get light. They tell me for 7 years on not able to give you light. 7 years for 7 million people. Even you don't need 7 million people because we already in our cities we only 3 million. Then they can't begin explain, give you the pull graphs. They bring a PowerPoint presentation. This is not a PowerPoint economy. It's a real economy. Fix it. That is all we want. So for me, as they say, when Basita comment on that, they say, let's go to the office, they go get a presentation. That presentation, they light with, where you want to put food in a freezer and a presentation. Now for let you keep it safe for cook 2-3 days, you know they able. The economy is tough. So for me, the energy has been a failure in 7 years and continues to be so. And what we saw the fix in 100 days, we will. We have done it before in 20 years. 2007, we will do it back again in 2028.
What you go say to critique or go say JFK sound too overambitious this morning in fixing the problems?
Well, I'm not going to say overambitious. Is that I did a situation where I feel agitated for the people. Because I know say them problem here, it's not supposed to be problem. That's what we're able to do. If not a corruption. A corruption, they're under all of this. I tell you, Khadija, not corruption. If we all sit down, we fall and fall foot, yeah, what you go do? What you go do? So it's not about ambition over ambition. It's just about wanting things to be right. Because sometimes it hurts you. You don't sit down and remember me. Then go now. I get for go buy diesel for my generator. I get for buy fuel for me motor. And that diesel, before you remember the generator, you can only use them for 5 hours. You don't hot. I not get for work again after that period. What about the one they were not able to afford them? You freeze a day, now things, then they spoil the lights, they carry it hot and damage things. So it's not about over ambition. It's about wanting to do what is right for our people. It's just an agitation for what is right. It hurts. It's natural. I mean, I apologize if you say and so. It's not over ambition, but I'm a natural speaker. I talk how they feel. And I feel for the people. And I owe nobody apology about it. Because I feel for the people. And I'll continue to feel for the people until we do what is right.
This 100 days Sierra Leoneans them, it involves a lot, and finances you know go shy away from them. Outside the finances go come out for able to actualize this your ambition in 100 days. You see go fix the electricity situation at the country. Outside the finances go come out if it happen.
Yeah, thank you, Mabel. Like I say, the budget deficit. The budget deficit is huge. We waste money. None of us are the cut. 50% are the reduce by 50%. And how are they doing? As I say, they're frivolous travel here. Them pass mark travel. Now money, we don't need them. If you want to America, there's a meeting there, this, that, the ambassador is there. If you cut down on the travel, because for travel, one private jet no more, I'm sure it's over $150,000 per trip. Eh? So imagine the several trips. So even apart from that, when you look at the budgetary expenses for the MDs, their ministry, most of them are over bloated. I don't organize this, I tell you. There was a time we talked about austerity measures in the APC. Now, what do? We say let the ministries and cut them budget by 25%. Then cut by 25%, nothing wrong with it. They continued working. Most of them are over bloated and they eat all the money there. I didn't eat all the money there. So when we come in, we know where the loopholes are. Let us sit down and fix them. We get enough now we corner. You know, go believe. The roads that we fixed under the APC government, now from domestic resources. Now inside the country pull the money. So we can do it again. We get money inside. It's just about where may we be the talk. Taibele for development. We people don't remember that talk. Taibele for development. We people in Taibele because they begin to see the road all over. Tego Kenema, Tego Kailau. Kailau road now one of the best of the roads. So tell me, we get Usa with a lock, and we'll lock through with get money, and we'll get that money there. Domestic mobilization of resources. This is what we have to do. And we'll mobilize them.
You keep condemning the travel of the president. And this now one way citizen, we don't call them out for once. Where he speak on them, he say, it will rebrand the image of Sierra Leone because on a era during on a term in administration, it talks say a lot happened. We're not good for the image of the country. At some point, he even talk about hotel bills, where the former presidents been go attend the meeting. They're not able to pay hotel bills. They go to the country, they be face some embarrassments in government be able for pay them. Now you keep condemning the traveling of the president. Wait for him, it go rebrand the image of Sierra Leone.
Kadija, I get provoking. They also rebranding this you talk about. Let me look at where we were.
Exactly the words of the president.
Mama Bloya, who's rebranding? Where are we as a country today? Not to last week, America don't ban we then put in a restricted zone. But all the continent of the world within inside 12. Nigeria, where them Boku pass Swisso. They don't ban them, they don't put them inside there. Ghana, they don't put them inside there. Now we salon, now we then just go put inside there. Hey, those kind of bad luck that one day. Eh? Those kind of bad luck that. Is that what you call rebranding? Now where they talk about, as you say Saloso, they say na drug haven. Is that rebranding? If I left Saudi. If I left Saudi. Now we then talk about poverty, then talk about Temple Run, Saloma, they say Salon. Is that what you call rebranding? When you talk about darkness, the city of darkness, they say Freetown. Is that what you call rebranding? When you talk about corruption, Salon MD before. Eh? When you talk about drug infestation, Salon MD before. Eh, Mama Bo. I mean, for left like away, no where you don't take close will be get. That what you bring for can give it. But the most important thing in all of this is what are you doing for your people? For me, it's just not about the travel. If you want to go there, you go heaven and head back. That doesn't matter. What matters to us is we as a people, we want bread and butter, and so they mean promise we. Our people need food. We need shelter. We need good roads. We need good health. These are the things that we want. So if you work, you go, you know, bring nothing, can for yourself. And the per diem costs all where then they make the money. If you put all that aside, enough for build one old school, or one old hospital center. That is what we are talking about, wastage. So for me, the rebranding, I don't see them at all. In other words, a rebrand we for the worse.
Let me talk about on a convention where, according to the calendar, we come out from on a secretariat supposed to be in February. And normally after on a convention them, especially for 2018, we say about over 20-something people in contest, then in a selection. 2023, people again contest, and a lot of people would not get them, then can vex and stay aside. And critique of the APC, don't they speculate, say the same thing will happen again because the party divide right now. And so a lot of people in the see una say una not even ready yet for governance. Also, all we go play for ensure say that pattern will happen 2018, 2023. It not happen for this convention. After convention, everybody for come back together and embrace who that be the lucky winner. Also, all we go play for avoid the division we can happen after on a convention then.
Very good one. As a party, we get a big role for play for unify all the different factions that we're there. Typically, in all the movement here, where you they aspire for power, fractions are always create. But at the end of the day, someone will emerge who will command the majority of the people and be the leader. And I believe, say, when that happens, would they look forward for work with the others. I have a very fine relationship with most of my colleagues that they compete with me. Honorable Cheno Cherikoko, very good friend of mine for so many years. Yes. The other day I go so say I see Bobo Suleiman. Now I say, hey Suleiman, you need to kind enjoy, so myself they enjoy. I say if you go now house. Now one person go now house may you. So at the end of the day, I make it go now house. That is a very good relationship, even at the personal level. As I say, Ibrahim the kind of house to me, Dr. Ibrahim the Kawus. He had me to daughter, adorable girl. And Ibrahim gets a fine attitude. He's a gentleman. We get good conversation. So we no go tired for talk to one another. Adi Macaulay is my very good friend. We'd engage with the chat on a regular basis. So it shouldn't go beyond. And because the players in all of this, Richard did the kind of office to me with the chat, that they go now host with the chat. Dr. Mara would they talk all the time. So these are people we have a very fine relationship. Sure that if I succeed, I would be able to buy into their support. We'll be able to talk because they know, say, with me at the top, there are many of the things we didn't get in the agenda. We will get for dinner, my own agenda. And if I win, that they win. A winning for JFK is a winning for the APC. No matter who that you be support inside the course of the struggle together. We always say in the struggles of the APC, there is victory. And in the victory, we all will stand as one. Yes, the challenge is there. But I go tell you, even Jagaban, I just sent a message to her yesterday, and he wished for call and let me get an appointment. And now see, he replied, well, I believe, say, he go come, we all go talk. Sophia and Kaloko, the Kalokos are very good friends of mine. Wherever they are, we don't know ourselves over 30 years. So for me, it will be an easy talkover. I will bring people on board. Me at the campus, we're very open. I will encourage everybody, and they have respect for me. We could sit and chat a new path forward.
You get good
for the
relationship
party.
with all of them. What if the delegates they not elect you? You go embrace any one pandem and lead them campaigns?
If they embrace me, if the delegates then choose, and we believe in a fair process, of course, yes. Because it doesn't have to be JFK at all cost. If we believe the delegates then choose with a right for them, and we believe the person get the ability for win, we all will be with you. Because what we want as a country, I forget the right leader. And we pray, so we delegate and go understand.
But if the delegate they not choose somebody where you feel say get the ability, because you just talk about you embrace somebody where you believe say get the ability for win the elections for now. What do you consider as this person get ability for win elections?
Yeah, beyond the APC, now that I mean, this person for able win elections for us. Because what will be the point of choosing somebody when able win the elections? Otherwise, we will come back, we consider we wait for SLPP. I'm saying that when the delegates have decided, you don't have much of a choice. You don't have much of a choice. We get to rally behind the person. It will make us say, we encourage the delegates that beyond the APC winning, we will win the State House. And that is, you will get a national appeal. You should be able to have the ability to win the nation and win State House for us. If we choose somebody who will win, it could be problematic for we all. We just have to see those facts. And these are important facts that have to be addressed. But definitely when the delegates don't choose, we get for support whosoever the delegates choose.
All right. Continue for the with in the studio. We'll come back to you shortly. Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, one of the flagbearer aspirants for the All People's Congress APC party. There this morning, they tell we the roadmap we want for use for achieve this ambition. Well, we don't see a lot of messages that don't come in at the different platform them. Also, on the watch with this morning. This is not time for we watch the message them, and we go get chance to JFK for reply as we read some of the message. And the very first message what they look at from the Facebook page. This one they come out from Momo Foiwa. It say targeting the APC audience. They are used to repeating their own lies until they believe them.
All right, this first one where they read now from YouTube. They come up from Kube. It say, JFK, do you think addressing this current electoral justice will address and prevent corruption in the 2028 elections you are trying to be part of?
This one from Celia Boma is say, of course, women can do better if given the space, but I don't think the woman need to wait to be given the space because they have the rights like everyone. Women just need to support each other instead of rallying around these men. Let us walk side by side.
Samuel Mansai, they say, JFK, the man of the people of our great party, the APC. Please, people are saying no to grassroots. And some are saying you are an elite. Please address them.
Joby Bangali Jr. said, talking of bringing a private company and giving example of supply God-rich lights, my question will be, where will the private company be generating the electricity from? Will it be like the same CAPA where government has paid again to supply electricity?
All right. Developmental Kamara, they say, JFK, you are mature enough for the position of president. We wish you all the best and pray you will do more than EBK because he's the best president of our time.
This other message we go look at, Kuroma E. Usman say, what's your relationship with other aspirants? You are talking of cohesion and unity as the need for the party. Before the aspiration, where have you started or bring cohesion within the APC? Why throughout the leadership of President Bio, with all the leakages turned into swimming pools, why was the former Attorney General Minister of Justice and as ACC boss never came public to condemn all this?
Lamin Kamara say, JFK, not a sweet talk we want again. We don't need poor man for lead the country again. Waiting at your achievement, we go make you not come thief again if we elect you.
This And from Lolo Gasparini, it says most of the APC flag-bearer candidates are acting like it's already the national election. This is not the time to campaign on the public or attack the government. It's time to convince delegates why you deserve to lead the party. Only Dr. Ibrahim has truly focused the campaign of the flag-bearership itself. The rest are rushing to the TVs like election is tomorrow. Let's process the right one will win first, then face the nation.
Mohamed Bansare, say this is the first time I've heard JFK speaking like a leader. Keep it up. This is what we as Sierra Leoneans need, someone who is not afraid to state the facts.
This one from Alfred Santigi Toure. They say, good morning, JFK, focusing your role over the past 7 years as an opposition leader and your vision for Sierra Leone if you become president 2028. 1. As a former anti-corruption commissioner and attorney general, what specific initiative have you led or supported over the past 7 years in opposition that directly benefited the people of Sierra Leone, especially in terms of transparency, justice, and governance? 2. They say, many citizens feel disconnected from the political class. How have you used your influence and platform in the past 7 years to engage with communities, address every challenge, and offer alternative to the current government policies? And 3, when at the final one we're going to look at is say, if elected president in 2028, what bold and practical strategies will you implement to ensure that the next generation of Sierra Leoneans inherit a country, stronger institutions, better education, cleaner water, and more?
All right, so many messages. I could just take this one and come to we guest when Joseph Fitzgerald for let it go respond. This one from Al Kamara say, could you kindly ask Joseph Fitzgerald if he intends to prioritize merit-based appointments rather than the usual practice of favoring party loyalists? All right, from their messages, then they will come back in the studio and give JFK time for respond.
Wow. Plenty questions. And I thank all those that contributed to those questions. It's very good that they open space this way they talk about governance. You should be open, ready for be criticized. And at the same time, you people in will ask you questions. I'll go start with the one electoral justice. The electoral justice is a very good cause. Good in the sense that it appeals for reforms and make sure say that we get elections we clean and pure. For that, everybody should be supportive. And I think that is the case and the way to go forward. Electoral justice is not time-bound. For say it is tied to a particular electoral cycle. Because every elections demand electoral justice. And every elections foresee and experience fairness, equity, and transparency. So all of them features here, they form part of the electoral justice. So every elections need that one day. So what do we say as a party is that now we not just still seek electoral justice, we prepare ourselves for the forthcoming elections, where the cycle already there and everything don't map out. Even the constitution don't tell we within our role as political parties and what we have to do. That is what we're doing. Side by side with we request for say yes, there has to be fairness. Elections have to be transparent. We push forward with the intent. The tripartite has issues of that, but we believe say sooner or later we will escalate the conversation on the fairness and transparency of elections generally. Then there's a question about women. I say yes, women can come forward. Women can aspire to be president. For me, as I say, I believe in partnership. I don't want to look at women in an isolated group, say women for just be president or women just no. We have to work in partnership. And believe you me, even we are told from scriptures that now we rib man from man in rib, now they God pull and make woman. So suggesting the partnership that we have to be side by side. So I agree with the questioner there that yes, let us work as a team. If now woman they president, man be vice president, fair enough. If I'm president, I get a woman as vice president. Happy will I be? Yes, I'll be happier as long as we get the right candidate. That is what I'm saying. Women need a space in governance, and we believe for push them forward. Even when they travel, they go inside, for then are more safeties that at the fine time for talk to the women for say, look, you have a role to play. You cannot be shying back. I don't believe that the role of women is in the kitchen. No, it is not in the kitchen. the role of women is on your side on the couch. So we sit down, we talk, we watch movies together and determine which we need to do as a government. So those are key. The other questions have been done, they address them in so many other ways. But if there is any particular one you want to address.
Somebody did talk about plans on appointments.
Oh yes.
Rather than appointing party loyalists.
There was that question about merit base, which is quite correct. And the SLPP got it wrong because it was all about themselves. They appoint the young people and then they pull people on the side, bring income, this, that, and that is why they got it wrong. If we don't want to get it right, get it wrong. We want to get it right, is to make sure that we have merit-based appointments. We have competent people within the APC party, and if they apply and during the government, you give them the opportunity to work. But if you also have competent people that are not necessarily APC, and then you want them to work with you, of course, they are Sierra Leoneans. We have to encourage them to work. So for me, yes, competence is there, but at the same time, we have to look, what is the availability? You get to come forward, show say you're ready for work with we. If you're ready for work with we, we are open arms. We want the country to move forward. That is what we want to do. Merit-based appointment, yes, of course. I agree with that individual, absolutely. And then there is this question about the convention or speaking to the SLPP and or the nation. You know, as a politician, you know, for restrict yourself. What people want to, you have an audience. Our audience are yearning for a leader. Our audience are yearning for a leader that is ready to speak up. Our audience are yearning for a leader that is ready to engage. So if at this point in time, my audience is just not APC. My audience is the nation, and the nation includes APC. And if I'm not able to talk to we people and now, when shall I talk to them? After they don't make me flag bearer? No, I have to be talking to the people at this stage. I am just not talking to the APC people. I talk to the APC people on the convention basis, on delegates basis, yes. But I'm a Sierra Leonean, and I want to lead Sierra Leone. I am just not wanting to lead the APC. My greater focus is to lead Sierra Leone and one Sierra Leone. And so that is why it is critical for us that as we deep dive within the party, forget the delegate support within the party, we don't forget that the majority of the people of our country are neither APC nor SLPP. And we want to talk to those people. We want to give them the hope that with the leadership of JFK, yes, it will be a government for all, a government for the people that needs it. And I want to be responsive to government.
Joe B. Bangali Jr. on Facebook, they say, JFK, you do on record. Let God make you win and review this record here, so.
Oh, yes. Fair enough. Yes, I've been on record several times. I know they talk for today. I they talk for tomorrow. And the way you do on record, so, God, you don't know good time for ask me. Say, JFK, na so be say to do. I don't do in the public for so long. One day, person no can tell me say, na so be say now you know say so. Because I they speak from the heart. Where they lie, not for no. Where they speak from the heart, he heartfully change. Because that same heart day, then go talk back tomorrow and next tomorrow. So that is why I'm careful, because I know they mix matters in which I do. I'm a very straightforward guy. Where I deal with anything, I talk from the heart, which I know I'm able to do. Now I make a talk. I know they can do all things because I'm not able. But then 14 hours they can't talk. I can work on energy, education, health, agriculture. 4, I focus on those. The balance, I don't know we can try. Also, una able, una can try. So that is why, in anything we do, speak the truth, be honest, and make sure so you get the ability for do what you want to.
You ask majority of Sierra Leoneans right now what they want apart from fixing the energy sector. Then go tell you say waiting the SLPP refer to as the bread and butter issues, a paramount thing for them. How JFK plan for fix the bread and butter issues if you become the flag bearer and contest the 2028 elections?
Yeah. I can always say my priority is putting money in people's pockets. How would you do that? All the wastage here, what they do? We make sure say also we will clamp on now. So we go resources for make low we bring the things that the people they need. Open the economy. Invest in private sector. Make sure say like the youth stuff. Waiting to the Emilu they do in Nigeria. Put money aside for entrepreneurship for the youths. So that anybody will come with any innovation, if not $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, it is there for them. So that you're able to develop your market. These are the strategies we want to put in place. And even they think, say, when I shall become president, our law will begin for the first time as a for pay every 2 weeks. Salaries. Every 2 weeks. So money go to that people in pocket. Every 2 weeks, you dey expect to get salary. So it reduced the length of time where they wait for they get salary. And when they talk about salaries, we get for make sure say prompt payment. Now, yesterday I had a story about the Liberian situation on the salaries for teachers. Now then they pay salaries online. Then they pay salaries via Orange money, African money. I don't wonder why can't we do that? And they reduce corruption. And you get your money on time and you're able to use them. These are all the new mechanisms so they try to put in place for make sure see where you get your money, no matter how small, get them on time and able to apply them.
For the Mustafa way they say, the APC are not serious in coming to power. If they do, they will not give the SLPP any breathing for the electoral laws to be changed immediately. Connor's term is coming to an end very soon, and winning elections starts with the electoral commissioner. The parliamentarians should walk out of parliament to let the SLPP understand. Instead, they walk out because of Paran. The SLPP is more desperate to maintain power to avoid accountability because it's only the opposition that can hold them accountable.
Very correct. Now the opposition able to hold the government accountable. And the members of parliament, then they do their own bit. We understand they get this issue with Paran. The point is about conflict of interest. If you are conflicted in your role, I think the leader of parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, has spoken rightly and he did the right thing. And this is the beginning. I believe, say, USA, we don't team up and they are strong and fortified in that position. So we were able to tell them what is right. If you're not right, we say that this we do and then do them. So if we don't see the Paran situation before, he employ in wealth, work, do nothing, then he go back, he go sit down there after all that. I mean, what confidence do people have in parliament? What confidence? Other person mean they for go do that role day? So if all of these things are there and they're concerned, yes, I support the leadership of the APC parliament to take a decision, and definitive decision. And this is just the beginning. We believe there are more. There's more that they can do, and they will act on that.
On a party, the APC, most people believe in a grassroots party. And at the grassroots get for determine whether they want to be the leader for the next elections. What in your relationship with the grassroots then?
Thank you very much. True. APC party and a grassroots party. A party for all man. The lowly, everybody. In fact, that you can make, you can always see where we get competition, all man, they step up. Yes, I've got a very wonderful relationship with the grassroots. Grassroots meaning the low, humble and all. Because me say, that they are come out. Not to now becoming a lawyer, don't be a attorney general, therefore, so I'm a different man. No, like I tell you. Let me drive myself, I know what they're going to do, just so they all go together, with a play and laugh. Every Friday, they dinner be the month. All kind person they come to me with a play and laugh. I go places, I watch football match, they mix and relate with people. Yes, where this government may come, the Abacha people, them vex pan and they go them broke the table and everything. Now me buy table and back go put them for the Abacha people. Let them go able to sell. Who said they able to sell? Yes. So if you watch all of this, I have an intimate relationship with the grassroots. They are to me are accessible. That's more. Not to all time they wear coats. Sometimes now why the car self I say I look somewhere, why they go coat and wear me coat. But apart from that, I wear me short horses, I wear me sandals. I go to places. I go watch football in Krube, also come out, and I grew up in Krube. Most of me adolescent years in Afrobe I grew up. In fact, I get for go today we get Big Bay in Afrobe. Uncle Matt and me in West die. I get for go. So that they kind here are there they play role, I they go, and as a Christian, I attend them, I they go most of them. Them get married, now most I they go there. I dinner church, they invite me in several places, I they go. Even if they get business any side, I deal with people. I just love being with our people. For me, it's not about politics. I'm always with our people. I enjoy it. If you are in my area, even time I go sit down where we man they keep company. You go carry they meet me. When I'm in the lonely, they get a base right in front of me. Even time they go sit down. People in the can and they talk all kinds as attorney general. They don't even know say I sit down. Criticize the government, talk that. So I am so humble. I don't take nothing big in terms of anything. I'll be a president. I'll be the people's president. I want to work with the people. Go to market, sit on a market, talk to the people, and they do that.
The last time you come here, you were not be get time for the response to messages somebody they send there say you seem for rely for the ride on your physical similarities of former President Koroma, and the person they ask if we are related.
Thank you very much. Right, no. The resemblance with President Koroma, I believe now when I come into limelight. And do I enjoy it? Yes, I enjoy it. I like when people like you say you're in FIBA. It's fun. For me, it's all fun. And people enjoy it. We get slight relationship to the extent that a mama come out by, that they miss a few mama come out. Me mama na limba, a mama na limba. So from that township of God, Nasu we all grew up, we believe we all family. From then they were small, we didn't at the same church, now Wesley and Rogbane Church, in Papa Mindede, and me lay leader day, and in mama said me strong, me say few mama strong in the church. So we grew up together in that environment in the north. So I believe to that extent, yes, we are related, and we did talk fine, and we get a very healthy relationship. So, but to say right, I don't think saying I right. It's just fun way people in the tell me see in FIBA. I say, oh yes, with FIBA. I can even say I'm a small brother. The last time I met with him, I said, Pa, you the FIBA me 2 months now. He laughed. You see this fit here, Bobo. But hey, that is it.
Quick one before you left with JFK. Can JFK respond to the statements made by the deputy chairman of the APC regarding anyone who become elected to take directive from the party on who to appoint for any position, otherwise the party will impeach him or her from the presidency seat. If elected, is he going to listen to the party stakeholders for any appointment?
Well, if you watch the constitution we will get now, the party is very strong. The intention was to make the party stronger than the individual. And we believe, say, if you were to be president, it's just not about appointment. That if you go wrong, the party will able to summon you, come and guide you, and you take the guidance. So it's also important because we see the problems where SLPP get and President Biyo. We no one get that kind of situation. The way you, the president, go come, you just call your party there, you appoint everybody in your party. They get key people, and because the appointment, then they sustain your governance. And the party in backing, they make you become president. So you owe the party a responsibility and a duty for Sidom and engage with them on key appointments so that they go guide you. Not you go just decide, say, you go call your brother, you call your family, you call, now, yeah, we see under they say Bio, you call under they say Bio, you call under they say Bio. You know, you can't tomorrow, you can't say there and they say Kamara, you can't say Kamara, we don't want that. So what the vice chair was saying there, the deputy chairman was saying there is that the party has a key role, yes, in the moving forward, that we all go sit down and make the determination with this key governance institutional appointment for enable you for succeed. Not to so much as for control you, but to enable you to succeed. Because sometimes we don't become president. You know, you're done big, you feel so you know it all, you think you're not the president, this, that. But the party should have a key role to guide you. That on these appointments, you want to succeed, these are the people that you can look at. We go able to give you names, and they let us discuss around it. I am open. I'm ready to work with the party. As I say, I get a perfect working relationship with them. And I believe I want to rely on them in the way forward. And Tego, we all did together so that if I succeed as a government, the party succeed. If I fail, then the party fails. But I believe we will succeed as long as I have their buy-in and support.
Are you optimistic, say this now your time?
This is my time. I believe it is my time.
Lots of people, and they say, especially supporters of the APC, they say they want fresh face, fresh ideas, youthful candidates.
Yes. This is my time, I can tell people, I say joy is coming. And joy is coming to Sierra Leoneans. Fresh face, and on the stars, I say the presidency not to say they can learn classroom. Youth, yes, youth is in a state of mind. Do I believe I'm a youth in my mind? Yes, I am. Physically strong? Yes, I am. Do I believe I can do things? Yes, I can. So I think these are the issues. So it's not about age bracket. Age bracket self, I think I just don't ripe enough. Ripe enough. I don't get the level of experience that is required. And the patience. And I get time for think. The things that excite me in my youth don't excite me anymore. As a youth, I behave like a youth. Now I'm matured, and I think in politics, maturity matters. Maturity matters.
This morning, JFK been there this morning. They tell we about in political ambition and give we roadmap as to waiting a plan for the, especially the promise we don't make. We go keep him in records. He say if he become the next flag bearer of the APC in 100 days, he win presidential election and suddenly go fix the energy sector and for maintain a way talk about say na in your priority areas than they we go keep track a record of all of them promises and we make this morning. Thank you, Canada Studio.
Thank you.
All right, now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left for now. Plenty thank you to the production team and also USNU message. You wonder know before you see a lot of messages on the different platform them Osai on our follow. We know say Jeff go follow later in the day for ensure say keep up with the questions and the different messages we wanna send. Continue for listening, continue for watch Liberty Online TV as throughout the day we get different contents them where we share on the different platform them Osai with the broadcast. Get a good week. Maybe Kabade say goodbye.
And also recommend or they suggest say we hold a debate for all the aspirants them. The management will try for work with the various political party them, especially the APC. We don't begin for bring different aspirants them to una for ask any questions. See if we go bring them again na a debate to say everybody will talk about in plans. If the party delegates them votes for let them be the flag bearer of the APC. We will try for work on that. Many thanks so you don't watch we and we apologize to know for read all on our messages. But sure say JFK will try for reach out and respond to on our messages there or in team. Go do that through with different platform them. That'll be a pleasure for get you, sir. Thank you very much for you come this morning.
Yeah.
All right, now the end the breakfast show for today. Many thanks to Musa Saukoma, Samuel Thomas, and Dennis Kamara. We're not the technician, the way you support to the production team. Mina Khadija Bangwadi say have a blessed day.
Develop city, then clean. All clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. And today, I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hand. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let me start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So in the waka, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packets on tin, not even a ground where you done. Make sure say you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, in order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. Not give you host dirty to them one way the Allah say clean salon, clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. In order for Karango, now the one of the two official sites. In order Karango Kisi Bome, in order Karango King Tom Bome. It turns so it left on the ground. And now we council get a problem, but you self get a problem because now from somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So what you for do with your host dirty? We get the one then a council when we don't certify, say then approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody for make sure say the waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies. So you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no side and day and for let them self go to you. so that we no go get that gap. When you heap dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach. All the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we did lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money on dirty business. The fuels, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money, I'm not gonna say we're not gonna spend anything, but we're going to reduce some. If Fritonians then do the right thing, because we're not gonna get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not gonna get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we go able put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want improve the markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money we will use for dirty business. You and while we all make up we mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.